Okay, so now we'll be providing some more things to the weather card or the weather details page. So now we'll be adding the date. So to add the date, we'll provide a div which will be having a class name of date. So here we'll write JavaScript basically to get the current date and time. So it will be like new date and this will give a date. Let's convert it to local string. All right, to local string. So this is how it's done. So let's check if this works. So this is a function, and let's check if this shows up on the browser. So when I go to the browser and when I see, so there is a date and there's a time. So remember, we are using the date and time of our own system. So this does not have anything to do with the city name or the location which we type here. This date and time is solely of our own system. So we have not linked this to our API because our API does not provide the date and time option. So this is our date and time. Okay, this is our system's date and time. Okay, so this looks so beautiful. Next, we are going to create another section here. So that will be there are some sections like for humidity and the wind speed and all. So we'll be creating another div below this, and that will be having all of the details. So let's just go ahead and code out that also. Okay, so let's go to the why I keep on saying browser to VS Code. Let's go to the VS Code. All right, so below the date we will be creating another div. So that div, I don't know why I came up with this name, that is extra temp. So apart from the temperature, some extra things are there, that's why I came up with this name, that's extra temp. Then inside this we will be providing another div that will have a class name of temp info min max. Temp info min max. All right, so this is because I may provide a section where I'll be writing the minimum and maximum temperature, right? So that's just it. Next we'll be adding a div which will be having two sections. Okay, so one section is for the icon of what? Icon of the detail which we are providing, like icon of the wind speed, maybe icon of the humidity, or icon of the sunrise or sunset, something like that. We'll decide it later. So let us provide that div. So inside the min max we'll be having another div, and that will be named as two sided section, two and sided section. All right, inside this div we'll be providing the icon. All right, an icon and information regarding that icon. For example, if I provide the icon of humidity, right, so we'll be providing the values for the humidity. Okay, so I'll provide the icon inside a p tag. All right, no class name for it, so that will be in this form. So I tag, it will be there, and when I provide the class name, all right, it gave me class name would be the name of the icon which I am using. Okay, so class name would come inside curly braces, and inside that there will be the parenthesis. All right, I mean double quotes, parenthesis. Okay, so here we'll provide the name. So this I'm just I remembered this, that's why I'm just providing, because it's the icon for sunset. You can provide sunrise value, so that's totally up to you. Okay, so that doesn't mean, all right, I what did I make the mistake? I did not close this. Oh, one. So you need to close this first, right? All right, next auto closes. Okay, so you can provide here sunrise or any other information which you can basically, you have to just go to the documentation of the API and you have to explore things, right? There are many things in that API. I am just showing you the basic things because I want to teach you how to use API in your React project. That's it. You can just go ahead and explore it as much as possible. You have to just read the documentation once in the docs section. All right, all right. So next we'll be having another section, so that will be containing the information regarding this icon. Okay, so after this p tag we'll be having another p tag. So does this also work if I do p dot and then the class name? So that will be extra info left side. So extra hyphen o, this all names I have provided in the css. All right, so that's why I'm like stick to it. I'm being strict. Okay, this works. I'm being stick to it. So I just use a shortcut, so you might have known, like just dot for the class name and then the name of the element, like p tag or div or h1, whatever. So you need to just provide that. All right, all right. So extra info left side, inside this we'll be providing the time for the sunset. Okay, so time you can put anything right now, maybe sunset. What time sun usually sets? So maybe 6:30. All right, so 6:30 and then PM. So this will be inside this, and we'll provide a break, line break, which br, and here we'll write sunset. All right, now we'll save it, and let us go back to the browser, and let us see if this is visible. Okay, beautiful. So this is the sunset icon, this is the time of the sunset, and this is the information regarding this icon. So now we'll be creating 3 more sections just like this, one for the humidity, one for the pressure, and one more we'll be providing. All right, all right. So next we'll be providing another for the humidity. So let us go back to the code editor, and after the sunset thing we'll provide another, like after this div we provide another div. So basically we can copy paste it, right? You can just copy paste this thing, and or you can type it if you want some practice, but you need to modify it, right? Two-sided section, this is the name of the class. Next we will have to change the icon. So icon will be of humidity, obviously, humidity. All right, so inside the humidity we'll provide a p tag which is already there, extra info on the left side. So here we'll write about the humidity, right? So how do you write humidity? Maybe, I don't know, we'll have to look at the data, but I'm just writing some of the numbers. All right, that's it. And here we'll write the information regarding the icon, that is the humidity. All right, all right. So let's just save this and see if this works out. So when I go back to the browser, this works fine. You see the humidity, you see the sunset and all. So that is a good symbol. That's a very, very good symbol. So when I go back to VS Code, now we have to create another one. So this is for the rain. So for the rain, we might have to create another, like exact same thing we can copy. From here till here is copied, and then we go and just paste this here. Okay, so this was done, right? So here we have to change the name in the icon. Obviously we want a rain icon, so it's the name of the icon is obviously rain, and here we'll write some of the like information about the rain. I don't know what like it's a rain icon, but here we'll be providing the pressure, atmospheric pressure. So any number, we'll be configuring this while we'll be fetching the API. Here we'll write pressure. All right, all right. So let us copy this one more time, one last time. So there we'll be providing the wind speed, right? So that will be having an icon. So name of that icon would be strong wind, and here will be the wind speed, maybe, I don't know, anything. So here we'll write the speed, You can write wind speed, no issues with that. Let me just save it and let me show you how this thing looks like in the browser. Right, so this looks a little bit messy. I know why this is happening, because I have like overwritten it in another div, so there's no problem with that. Let's just go back and let us see what we have done. We have put these things inside this div, and this is this div, and this is this div. So basically we forgot to, like, this div should be provided for all. So one closing div after all the divs would work. So let us just see. Like, in programming you can't just say that things are predefined. You will get errors and you will tackle them how to do. So we were inside the two-sided section, so this right here. So after this we'll provide a closing tag. All right, so and for this also there would be like this temp min max. So this basically this div should be there for everyone, for every container, right? So for this also provide this, and once this div is over we'll provide a closing div. There's nothing great in this. What I'm doing is just normal thing. So after that also we'll provide this one of those. We will close this div. All right, and after this is the last time. And once this div is closed, I think that was auto close. Let me just go back and let me show you. And things are pretty well, but I needed them to be in just one line, but they are not. So let me just go back and see here that what is the issue here. So there was some problem in the placement of the divs. So now I have corrected it, and you can see things are pretty well. So this is one div which is temp info minmax, and then after that we have this two, this div, and inside, like, basically there are there are two pairs. Okay, in one pair there is the sunset and humidity, and in another pair we have pressure and speed. All right, so now if I go back to the browser, let me show you. And you can see there is beautiful these four four columns, and in that you have this data. So now we have created this UI, like full UI, although this is not looking so beautiful, so we'll fix it in the next video. So now we have created all this, but this data is hard coded in the, like, in our code. So this is coded. Like, we don't want static data, right? We want dynamic data. When we type and search, then we don't need dynamic data. So we'll be doing all that part in the next video.